Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, So Happy. Today I'm going to be showing you all the things I have been sewing in the past couple of weeks. There is a lot, there are over six items, I think there's 6 items. So prepare yourself for a lot of colour, a lot of print and a lot of summery colours. Let's get started. So we'll start with the first item. This is my first ever self-drafted pattern. Woo! It is made out of this beautiful fabric by Alexander Henry. I got it at a store called Miss Ginger's in Greenwich Market, and I'll put all the links down below. And yeah, I really love it. Now, I mentioned previously that I wanted to make a sort of button-down picnic version of the clemency skirt, and someone very kindly linked the link. I think Tilly did a clemency skirt button-up version. This is not it. I did not see that link until after I cut it out, but it's quite similar actually, so yay. But thank you to whoever linked that down below. It's very kind of you. But I did make this in the kind of similar way to the clemency, where I cut one of the fold and 2 pieces of the width of the fabric that they had, and I cut it to the length that I wanted, and then all I did was add a nice thick waistband, and then the same technique as the waistband on the button-up placket version here. And I am completely in love with this skirt. It turned out exactly how I wanted, and I adore the buttons. They're cover buttons, and I actually added, I don't think you can see, but the buttons at the top of the waistband on the side and then the others going down. I just thought that was a really nice detail. And the cotton is just the most beautiful quality, and the colours are amazing, so I absolutely love this. I will include some pictures here of me in my house just wearing them, and yeah, I love them. I was planning to go out and try and take some nice pictures with my tripod thing, but it literally has just started pouring down. It is horrific up there, so I'm not taking my camera out in the rain, so I'll just have to have the pictures in my house. That will do. I'm really happy with how I made this. I did French seams on the inside, so it's super, oh, thread. Oh no, I need to cut that. Ugh. It's got French seams on the inside, which I really love, and I didn't use my overlocker at all on this because I wanted it to have a really beautiful finish, because the quality of the cotton is just so gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely love it. Now the second item I've already spoken about a lot. It is this! It is my NewLook jumpsuit that I'm totally and utterly obsessed with, and I did a little pattern hack with a frill in the bust princess seam here. If you want to see more in this, I made a complete video reviewing this pattern and my pattern hack, which is linked here, so if you want to go check that out. And thank you to everybody who said the nicest comments on my Instagram and my YouTube and said the loveliest things about this. I really, really appreciate it. It's so kind of you to take the time to comment, because I really, really loved making this, and yeah, it definitely got my sewing mojo back in order. The next item is my first ever homemade pair of shorts. Yee! It is the Megan Nielsen Flint trouser pattern, and I made them into a shorts version, which it does include in her pattern. It has a line, so it's not a hack or anything. You can literally just cut it there or trace it off. And I made it out of this beautiful stretch fabric I got at Shepherd's Bush, and it was really, really cheap, and I absolutely love it. And it has a little tie side. Now I did add, it does recommend in the pattern to use buttons, but I used poppers instead, and it does say to use only 1 button here to fasten it, but I just thought it needed the extra support near the tie. So I added 2 just so it sat nicer. And I absolutely am in love with these shorts. They fit really, really well. The fit at the back is perfect. I'm really, really thrilled with them, and I'm definitely going to start making more trousers, shorts, sort of play suit things, because I wear a lot of dresses and a lot of skirts, and it's kind of nice to have something a bit different. What I love about them is that they fit perfectly at the back, because most of the time when I buy trousers or shorts, which is very, very, very rare, they always like gape at the back bow, because I have a big bottom, wide hips, and then quite a small, it goes quite, you know, hourglassy, so I do go quite in, so it just always gapes, it always gapes, and it really, really annoys me, so I'm absolutely in love with these. As I was on a roll with that pattern, I decided to do a kind of, not a hack, but a more of a customization of the pattern, and I made these, which I'm obsessed with. They are, again, the Megan Nielsen Flint shorts, except I trimmed the pockets here with this beautiful velvet ribbon, and I added these red buttonholes. The only button that works is this one. These are all fake buttonholes with little buttons sewn on, and I absolutely love it. I made it out of this cotton I got from the lovely, lovely Catherine Garney shop. If you ever have a chance to go. It is stunning. I'm in love. I had it left over from my Hawthorn dress. If you want to see that, check out this video here if you want to see the whole dress. But yeah, I really love them, and I did a kind of cuff at the bottom. I didn't need to lengthen the pattern to do that because I made them a lot shorter than the pattern recommended. I absolutely, completely am in love with these shorts. I wanted a pair of sailor nautical shorts like this for a really long time. I used to wear a pair really similar when I was younger, except they were just plain kind of like corduroy striped ones with silver buttons. And I'm completely in love with them. These remind me so much. My dad was in the military and he had what you call a mess dress. Now a mess dress is like a really smart version of your uniform. I used to call it his Freddie Mercury outfit because it had a stripe down the side of his trouser in red, and I just thought it was really, really cool. That's what I loved about his uniform. So I kind of made my version of my dad's mess dress in a kind of shorts version. Now if any of you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen quite a while back I bought the most beautiful cotton and steel fabric with octopuses on, and here it is. Oh, that's the tie. Here it is. I absolutely love it. They have these really cute faces, and I made it out of this NewLook pattern. I can't remember the number, but here it is. This is it. And I know quite a lot of people have made this simply because it is such a lovely pattern to work with. It's a really, really nice one, and I actually wore a jumpsuit out of this pattern for the Susie shoot, and I completely fell in love. And everything that Dominique Major makes, I want it. Like everything, the prints she uses, the fabrics, the shapes, the shoes, I love it. And we're quite similar in shape, and we have the same shoe size, so if I could rob anyone's wardrobe who I know in real life, I would definitely rob from hers. But yes, here it is. I absolutely adore it, and this is the tie that comes with it. The pattern was really, really lovely to sew. The only issue I had was with the pockets, because I struggle with the written instructions, because with commercial patterns they don't have many step by step. They do more like sort of nudges and pointers, so I struggle with commercial patterns, but once I managed to get my head around it, it was really good, and then it made sense, so I just had to put in that little bit of extra effort with the pockets, but other than that I really, really loved sewing this. Fit wise, it did come up quite large, literally from my armpit to the bottom just before my waist, so I had to take quite a lot in at the sides here. But then it joined up nicely with the trouser, because I literally just graded it and I didn't have to do any fitting on that. And yeah, I really love it, but I do have to do that on most commercial patterns. They do come up quite big on me, so the fitting, you know, you do have to put in that extra effort. But I actually really enjoy the fitting process, because then you get a garment that's like perfect for you, and it's in a cotton as well. If it was in like a drape fabric, I would have wanted to scream. So yeah, it was really good. And I'm completely in love with this fabric. The quality is really, really beautiful. I would rather buy better than more. I would rather spend a bit more money on a really nice cotton and a really nice print than buy lots of different things. So I'm going to try and do that, because I want to create items in my wardrobe that are going to stand the test of time, that will last. If any of you ever buy cotton and steel fabrics, you will notice that they have the most beautiful selvages. And I thought I didn't want that to go to waste, so what I did was I used my pinking shears and I cut the selvage and made it into a little label in the back, and it just says Bluebird. I think that's the collection of prints for this series. If I stand corrected, please let me know. But yeah, I just thought I would add it, and because it was orange, I added an orange zip. I was very lazy, and instead of like hand stitching the lining, I just sewed through and did it, simply because I couldn't be bothered, and also you can barely notice it. I used to do a lot of hand sewing, like herringbone stitching. If any of you have ever done that, it's where you do kind of like an invisible hem, but I've become really lazy, and you know what, the effect is almost not the same, but I mean you can see it slightly. If it was on like a rayon I would do it, but you know, I can't be bothered. No, the piece de resistance, I think that's how you say it. This is a Michael Miller fabric. It is also from the same place I got the ice cream fabric from. It's a stall called Miss Ginger's. She's in Greenwich Market, and she's also online, so go check her out. She has some beautiful, beautiful things. But I mean, just look at it. I'll insert the pattern here. Everyone's made it. But I really, really loved it, and I decided to go for the tie strap versions, because Crafty Pinup mentioned that she was going to do a tie version. I thought that sounds so pretty. I love that idea. It's very, very retro, very, very sweet, so I did that instead. But yeah, I just really, really love this, and the print is just so beautiful, and the quality of this cotton is just absolutely out of this world. It feels really thick and really, really beautiful, and it reminds me of the cottons they used to make original 1950s dresses out of. I had quite a lot of fitting issues with this pattern. It came up very, 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 very big on me, even though I made the size it recommended me, and I know a lot of fitting is required, but because there's princess seams and it's a scoop neckline, and I really wanted to achieve that really beautiful fitted shade. Now if I did make this out of a twirl, I would not have had this issue, so it is completely my fault. And luckily I didn't waste any fabric, but it just took it out of me a little bit. But as soon as I finished it and I saw the fit and the look, I was like, oh my god, I want to make 10 more of these, which is really bad. It's probably a good thing that summer is slightly coming to an end. It is now, it's horrible out there. I'm absolutely and completely in love with this dress. It is so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with watermelons, and the quality of the print as well. It's just so stunning because there's lots of different colours. So like even in like the slice of pink watermelon, there's like a darker wash of pink and then a light pink. So there's a lot of effort has gone into the making of this fabric, and it's got little seeds. And I thought this would look absolutely amazing with my Lotta Stockholm shoes. I have a red pair that are like T-bar, and I also have a bright blue pair which I always go on about, but I love them and they'll just look so cute with this. I'm actually going on holiday to Geneva to see some friends. A big group of us are going over, and it's going to be really hot, so luckily I'm going to get to wear all these outfits on my trip, hence why I wanted to get them all finished before going away so I could actually make the most out of wearing them. And for my trip as well, because I do love watermelons, as you can see, side note, this has nothing to do with sewing, but I got this inflatable pool float, which is a giant watermelon slice. It's really funny, and the bottom is like the green stripe, like a sliced watermelon. So yeah, I really love it. So, you know, that's a little extra something for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying your summer, even though the weather here is absolutely horrific. So I'm really looking forward to taking all of these items with me on holiday, even if it's just for a couple of days, just to try and wear them and actually enjoy them in the sunshine before it goes. Some of these I will be wearing in the winter, however, with things like tights and jumpers, like the shorts, and maybe even the ice cream skirt. I could definitely get away with the gingham. So the only thing I'm not going to really get to wear in the middle of winter is probably the watermelon dress, so I need to wear that the most. Thank you so much for watching my summer sewing video. There is quite a lot here. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will see you again soon. Thank you, bye!